started yet? I think it has. Okay. Hey guys. Hi. Another random video update. Um, and actually I just got a text message. 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So I want to do a quick update on my reading, because I finally started like getting a little bit out of the slump that I was in. And oh, please don't lay on those cats. That's kind of everything I'm going to talk about. No, Davis just really wants to lay on my stack of books, and he can't because how am I going to show him to you guys if he's laying on them? But he really wants to lay on that huge stack of books. You silly. You can lay on all the other books I put out for you to lay on. There you go. Good boy. Now he's laying on some other books. Okay, so I just wanted to go through kind of what I finished so far this year. Um, I read Eat, Pray, Love again. And I did audiobook this time, whereas before I read the book, and so I did that. Same general feels. It was cool. It was good. It was what it was. But moving on, I also finished Toil and Trouble, 15 Tales of Women in Witchcraft. And this is by a whole bunch of people. It's an anthology of women in witchcraft and things. And there's a whole bunch of stories, and there were a whole bunch that I really loved. Let's see. Ooh, The Legend of Stone Mary was really good, and that one was by Robin Talley. Um, The Heart in Her Hands by Tess Sharp was deliciously amazing. There's like tea descriptions in there that will make your tea loving heart just soar. So I highly recommend that one. Daughters of Baba Yaga by Brenna Yavanoff. Also really liked that one. The Well Witch was really good by Kate Hart. The Garin Girls was good by Emery Lord, and Why They Watch Us Burn by Elizabeth May was fucking phenomenal. So, and there's a few others, but I did some of it on audiobook and some of it in book, and so some of the titles and some of the stories are kind of blending together a little bit. So I might have to do a better review on some of the actual stories at a later date, but I'm trying to not ramble too terribly much in this video, but we all know how that goes. So, finished that one. And then I read Every Soul a Star by Wendy Mass, whichever. This was a really cute little read. I actually saw the cover of it, and I just thought it was too cute. I couldn't not pick it up. So Every Soul a Star, and basically it is the story of four, three, four, four kids, whatever, who come to or are already at, or their lives all kind of center around this uh, eclipse. Da, da, da. This eclipse that's going on, and it's like this big huge deal. So like eclipse chasers come from everywhere to come to exactly like this campground to see everything. And basically it's just a story of like, you know, how all these kids kind of, is that right? I love you. Come here, buddy. Come here. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, so it's just like basically the story of just how all these kids' lives change, and like as they meet each other, like it was just a really cute read. It's got like a lot of, you know, camping stuff and just stars and space, and I don't know why my cat is freaking out right now. Come here. Come get love. Come here. I have more books you can lay on. Anyway, so that's that one. Very feel good read, I think. Nubis, hey, knock it off. Just trying to film a quick video and it's just not happening. But yeah, so I really like it. It was very cute, very just like, it just makes you feel good. It was just a feel good, fun read. So every Soul of Star, get you some. So I finished that, and then I finished a series. So I read Dead Beautiful by Yvonne Woon in November and December of last year. It took me a little while to get through it. One, because it's not a tiny book, but it's not huge either, but it's not tiny. But I also had a plot point spoiled for me in this one, and so I found out about it like right-ish before we all found out in the book. Hey, buddy, you want to come over? Please don't lay on these ones. Please don't lay on these ones. Please don't. But yeah, so I had that plot point spoiled for me, like that big reveal kind of spoiled for me for it there. So it took me a little bit to kind of get back into it just because I knew what was coming, and it wasn't really what I was ready for. But I'm glad I went through it because I finished the sequel, which is Life Eternal, and just the other day I finished the final one, Love Reborn, and these two were really good. A lot more action happened in these ones than did in the first one. The first one, you're, half the world is still hidden from you, and so you don't really know what's happening. And then in these ones, there's still a lot of the world to be figured out and stuff, but you know a little bit more, so it's different. In the ending of this one, I really loved the big reveal, but there was another kind of smaller reveal about one of the characters from this book, but that character was completely absent from the middle book, and I got really weirded out as to where did that character go and why were they gone from here, but they played like a weirdly big part in this one, and I still don't know exactly what big part that was. So I'm still kind of mulling over a lot of my feelings. And I'm not gonna do any spoilers because obviously it's a series. But I kind of noticed that like when the main character does something else, like their past life just really doesn't like come into play anymore. There was a little bit in the final book where some people kind of came back and made some appearances and had some good character arcs and stuff, but ow, why you so frisky, dude? Why you so frisky, huh? I'm gonna get you. No, I'm just gonna play with my cat. It's even off screen, you can't see it. Great. Anyway. So yes, I really weirdly enjoyed. Ow! Nobis. Why are you freaking out, baby? Oh my god. I don't need a finger. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, there were a lot of descriptions, especially I think in this later one, and if you've read it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But I really loved the descriptions of the different senses kind of going away. And that's for later. What? You were outside already. This is what I put up with. I wonder, can I pause it? I'm going to try and pause it and come back to you guys. Who knows? Okay, so I think he's satiated for the moment, I say as he starts meowing again. I don't know. So now I have finished the series, and I was super excited to finish the series, but I was also like really sad because I haven't finished a full series in a while. I've read a whole lot of the first in the series, but I haven't like finished a full series in a while, so it felt like really good. Like, look at all those pages, man. Look at all those. So that felt really good. But then that kind of like set me up for, so what the hell do I read next? You know? Do I read the second in a few of the series that I've already started? Do I start another first one of another series, or do I read a standalone that comes. Anubis? Anubis! You're getting into shit, dude. Stop it. Anubis, why? You crazy. So, anyway, yeah, so what was I gonna read next? So, I pulled out a bunch of them. Ooh, and weirdly enough, I pulled out my tarot cards because I, I put this book down and then I spread out all of my other books that I was possibly going to read kind of in a fan around it, and I drew a tarot card for each one, just kind of like, get a feel for how maybe I would feel about that book or something. Just see what happens. So I did that, and again, probably most people haven't read it, but if you have, or if you have any interest, when I finished the series, I got the Tower card, and if you get to the third book, there's a character who has some tarot cards, and there is something with the Tower card that I was like, oh, well, that's just really funny, and it just feels good. So that was cool. So I was trying to figure out what book I was going to read next, and the tarot card gave me some ideas, but in the end, I ended up picking one up, and I think I'm going to continue with it because I'm already there. So I read Anna Dressed in Blood last year by Kindare Blake, and I got, come here, no, this is supposed to be quick, and I got it signed when I went to see her at Jet City Comic Con. And so I decided to pick up the second in the series, which I also got signed, Girl of Nightmares. So I am now about 100 pages into the Girl of Nightmares, and so far I'm really liking it. I don't know, I have no idea where this one's going to go, and so I'm very excited to keep going. But yeah, I think that is what I've read, and this is only like 12 minutes plus a little bit. Oh my god, that's insane. I talked about a few books and what I'm currently reading, and like, awesome. I actually kind of busted one out, and my cat was freaking out. So I've done good. So let me do. Okay, so technically I should take that one out too then, and do that. So that's my book update for right now. So that. It's not too bad for it being March, right? Not too bad. I'm pretty happy. So yeah, I guess that's kind of where I'll leave it. Have you guys read any of these? Every Soul a Star, Toil and Trouble, Girl of Nightmares, Life Eternal, Love Reborn. The first one in that series is Dead Beautiful, and Anna Dressed in Blood, but that was last year, so never mind. Or any of these series. What are your thoughts on them? Were they different than mine? Are they different than mine? Tell me your thoughts, because books are fun. Okay, I'm gonna go play with my cat and see why he's freaking out and stuff. So I'll talk to you guys later. And hi, Danae. Bye, Danae. Okay, bye.